coming up now, Jack, and it is the story, I guess. What's been going? I demanded to know what the hell is going on between Jeremy the Madman and OSU Phoenix, the current international champion.
Yes.
I don't take this away because I'm still puzzled by all this.
Skully, before we get into this story, this is something that's been brewing for a long time with Gene and Jeremy. And for whatever reason, Gene was like, oh, he should be okay. But there is something wrong. There's some wires not connected in Jeremy's head. And, we heard Jeremy's side of the story before, if you check us out on YouTube. But, y'all, inmates, I mean, fans, let's hear Gene's side of the story.
Yeah, well, let's go.
It appears I need to address a few things concerning some sort of crazy, mad terrorist within WWO. It seems that I have to be the one to control this individual. Now, I think you all know who I'm talking about. Yes, I'm talking about Jeremy the Madman, who, yes, we do have a history. The Madman is a man of apparently various names.
I figured that you'd figured out who the hell I am. Did not J.H. give you any idea? What about the name Johnny Hammond?
And the one that he is claiming that I should remember is Johnny Hammond. And I do remember Johnny Hammond, as well as Jeremy Halco, and a few other names that he has gone by in the past. So let me provide a little clarification on how I know this unhinged, crazy, demented child.
But now it's time for me to tell you the rest of the story, just like my friend Paul Harvey.
You see, a long time ago, back in the days of being on a schoolyard playground, in fact, the same playground he references quite frequently.
You know, there was a time where Gene and Johnny, well, they were friends.
When he first started talking as Johnny Hammond.
But Johnny had something wrong with him.
That was the day that he tried to hurt my sister.
And Gene used to play with him and used to hang out with him on the playground.
Now, as some of you might have put together, that the Red Queen Phoenix, that's my sister.
Well, one day, as OSU was helping up Johnny from falling down.
And even as a child, I knew that keeping her as far away from Johnny Hammond as possible was the only thing I could do to protect her.
He gave him an embrace, the biggest hug in the world.
See, the thing is, I spent a lot of time with the Madman growing up in school. And yes, I am directly responsible for putting him in the insane asylum.
And then he whispered something in the little Johnny's ear. He said, "I'm sorry."
Because one day he decided to come up with a knife and asking my sister if she wanted to see a trick on his playground.
He said, "I'm sorry!"
Now, I don't know exactly what he was planning, but I knew I had to stop it. I wrestled him and pinned him to the ground, knocked him out. And when the police showed up, I made sure that they understood that it was not jail that he needed. Because by this point, he has 4 names, 4 faces, 4 different states of being, if it comes to it. And the madman tries to mess with me, or my sister, or anyone in the network, he is going to completely regret that decision. Because I'm not going to simply put him in an insane asylum this time. It won't just be putting him back into his nice padded cell. It's going to be the lockup of a lifetime. One that there is no escape, that Harry Houdini himself could not get out of. Jeremy Halco, Johnny Hammond, whatever you're calling yourself these days, I know who you are. All of you. When you feel like it's time to actually show up and put everything to the test and see if you can still handle me, which you can't, you should go ahead and put yourself back in the box. Get back to the asylum. You need to stay before things really get out of control.
Mm-hmm.